can now pin a message. Okay, got it. Oh, some people are already here. Let's see, Tim is here. Matthew's here. Wow. Scott checking in, wearing his Explorer 36 millimeter. That's the newer one, I assume. Maybe the old one. It's hard to say. Mr. Bean Boy's here. Listen, I only have one watch out tonight, so, and I don't know what we're going to talk about. No, I got a bunch of watches. I'm just kidding. I got a bunch of watches. We'll start rolling them out here soon. But I just opened this guy up. Tuxedo's here. Dustin's here. Mr. Greg is here. Will Carey's here. Jonathan is here. Jeff is here. Tennessee Mike chiming in. Mr. David's here. Anish. Underachieving Watch Collector's here. Michael's here. Darren James checking in. Everybody's rolling in here. Nate Dog, thanks for chiming in. Nick V's here. My buddy Daniel. Brave Sailor's here. Jeremy's here. Cody 14MC checking in. Mario's here. See, Eric is here. Mr. Dane is here, my number one troll killer, the Celine driver. I don't know how to say your name, but checking in from Belgium. Larry C's chiming in. Thanks for being here. Floridian's checking in. I need to send you a message, Floridian, on Discord. I don't know if you get on the Discord very much, but I need to probably have a chat with you real quick. Not right now, but like tonight or this week. Wow. So I'm off work. YZ80, Chris, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. I'm off work for a couple weeks, so I'm going to do some channel work. I'm going to do some family stuff, some holiday celebration, all that good stuff. Kevin, thanks for joining us. Today I wore the orange dial GMT Seiko. Todd's checking in. Thanks for being here. Yes, David, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah started last night, so we're on day 2. Christmas is not that far off. Dane says he's wearing the Breitling Chronomat Evolution tonight. Hit the like button, says Mario. Dustin says staycation. I don't know. Staycation. I mean, I'm not going anywhere this week leading up to Christmas, but after Christmas passes and I'm free to do whatever I want. So my son's going to be visiting from his new home location in Wisconsin. So I don't know, a couple father-son team. Maybe we get crazy and we jump in the car and we start driving south till we see palm trees. I don't know. Anything could happen. We shall see. I don't think I'm going to jet off anywhere. I think buying tickets to fly short notice is kind of expensive, but if the prices look good, maybe I fly out to Vegas, maybe fly to Florida, maybe fly somewhere I haven't been before. I don't know. But hey, Luke, thanks for chiming in. So yeah, maybe we just go somewhere. Well, I would consider going to Florida. I'm not going to go, or it sounds like you guys down in Florida are going to have a little bit of a cold spell over Christmas. So Blues Dog's wearing a PAM 00117 titanium Destro tonight. I have to take a look at that one. That one's pretty wild. Luke says West Coast is the best coast. I don't think I'm going to take a impromptu trip to California anytime soon because I'm tentatively planning on going to California in 2023 4 times. So that's already going to be a full Cali load. But I could jet off to Vegas if the flights are affordable because my parents live out that way and I know a few other people. So let's see. Let's throw some other watches out. I have the G-Shock John Mayer. A lot of people in the comment section were talking about they were shocked that I had this thing so quick. So I don't know, like I didn't do any, like Hodinky doesn't know me, guys. Like some of the comments I had on the unboxing video for this, I was like, guys, it's not like I'm working. Why would Hodinky work with me? That would make no sense. So I bought it. I was early on the buy and they shipped it to me. So I don't know if it was luck or I was faster than a lot of other people. So Carlos checking in from England. Thank you very much. Let's see. Just drove back from New Jersey, from Ohio today. Visited friends for a long weekend. That is awesome. I love to travel. Eric is wearing his correct size Oris Aquas. That's the 43.5 millimeter for the people that don't know. Will says if I go to Vegas, he might just meet me there. That'd be kind of fun. Scott says, what is Hodinkee? Hodinkee is it's a big watch conglomerate thing. Like they do videos and articles, and they have a store and all this other stuff, and they work with collaborations and stuff. So yeah, check it out, John Mayer Hodinkee. Another limited edition, probably way more rare than the John Mayer Hodinkee, is this Scurfa MS22. This is number 5 of only 100 made. Quartz titanium diver. Very cool. Just added that to the collection. Waiting on the bracelet to come in. Let's see, what else? Hey, John, thanks for joining us from California. Hopefully, I know you're feeling a lot better. Duckworth Belmont came in. The actual production version, not the prototype. Very cool. Very thin. A lot thinner than I remember. Very cool. Floridian says, save me a slot. That's what I need to talk to you about. So, but yeah, you're good. I just wanted to double check with you. Another MMI came in. This was shipped over from Chris at Watch Chris. He did a video on it. I don't know if he posted it yet, but he sent this over. This one, stay tuned till the end of the, or fast forward to the end of the live if you're watching this later. This thing has a little trick up its sleeve. This thing's pretty cool and a great color. Speaking of great color, Sugis chronograph. Look at that crazy color. That is a very good looking color. And it has the Seagull mechanical chronograph. So that one's pretty fun. Similar shade. Yeah, it looks nice, and those are crazy affordable. Also, so Sugis, Sea Stern, and I forget the other. There's 3 of them that are basically all the same company. They also sent over this one, but since it's not labeled what the brand is on it, I don't know what this one is categoried as. So I think it might be a Sea Stern. I'm not 100% sure. But there it goes. It's running. And this thing's crazy light. I don't know if it's titanium. I think it's stainless steel. It's just really light feeling. I don't know. But those are like cheap, cheaper, affordable watches, whatever you want to call it. Another 6900. This one's a 6903. This is the Sea and Earth limited edition from 2019. I'll go ahead and put that like right here behind the, or we'll put it over there. Could have sworn that was IWC. Play nice, boys. Yeah. So listen, my number 1 troll killer here is Dane. He can also regulate if everyone's got to get along in the chat, guys. Just we're talking watches here, so otherwise you will be timed out. But yeah, both these are actually really cool looking G-Shocks, and if the John Mayer is not your jam and you're looking for a 6900, check out the 6903. So it's a GW 6903. It's a limited edition, comes with a special box and tin, and it is very cool. It's very cool. Thanks for chiming in, Luke. I appreciate it. I'll be talking to you soon. Never did get those parts that we ordered, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, Rob, what do those 6900 actually measure? The website seems to make them larger than they are. They're not a small watch. They're not a small watch. Hey, Chris from the Luxury Bazaar, formerly of the, I'm not even going to say formerly. It's Chris from Luxury Bazaar with the $5 here super chat. Says, cheers, sold my first Uwerk today. Nice way to run the holidays. That is very awesome. Strap turning yellow. Yeah, so the full transparent ones will start to turn yellow. I don't think this one's turning yellow so much as there's actually gold print on there too that helps make it look a little bit like that. Luke, we'll try again later or something. I did a PayPal claim, but I don't know when that's going to file through. Who knows? Maybe the darn things will show up. You never know with some international shipping. So, so 44.75 is what it measures from here to here, which is a fair way to measure a watch. We don't typically count crown guards, which these are kind of crown guards or bumpers. So 44.75. If you measure the full width, you're going to get a healthy watch. It's, darn near 50 mil. But like I said, that's fair to measure there. Okay. The lug to lug essentially is going to be 53. Yeah, it's a big watch. G-Shocks are big watches. They're lightweight, just over 15 mil thick. So they still wear good. And I can pop this one on wrist real quick. So they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and they wear good. So I mean, you got to think G-Shocks are insanely popular in Asia and across the world, and typically you have a lot smaller wrist in those regions, and they wear like frogmen and all of that stuff. So, yeah, you can totally wear them, whatever size wrist you have. G-Shocks work. G-Shock Square, my preference. I know it's Luke's preference. I know it's a lot of people's preference. G-Shock Square just works for most wrist. All right, let's pop some more watches on the table, shall we? What do we have? We have a Citizen full lume dial with a left hand crown, always kind of fun. Benjamin, good question. Do I have a Christmas Day watch in mind? I have not thought that far ahead. In the past, I actually did buy a G-Shock Square that was basically red and green. It was perfect for the Christmas Day, right? So I don't know what I'm going to wear. I really don't know. I don't know that I have anything red and green. I don't really care to wear NATOs, but a red and green NATO would make any watch work. Maybe I could find, I have a red FKM strap, but I don't have a green watch. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. YC Yeti says the one he has in mind will be under the tree. That is cool. I'm not, gifting a watch can be very, very tricky. And I know unless you give very clear details of what watch you want, I think someone buying a watch for a watch enthusiast is a dangerous proposition unless you know exactly what they want. All right, let's do. All right, so I have a Grand Seiko. I know you guys love the Grand Seikos. This one, I don't know like anything about these Grand Seikos. It's not even running. We gotta let's wipe it off. I just got these in from Exquisite. Paul says he will be wearing his Mission to Mars swatch for Christmas, red and white. That'll work. Oh my God, this thing winds so smooth. So automatic, high beat, Grand Seiko, diver. I don't even know what the number is on this thing. SBGH 289, $7,300 for this guy. And it's a little bit larger of a watch. I can mock it up on wrist here in a second. Give me a second. John says he buys his own Christmas watches, and the wife and kids wrap them up for him. Jeff says Grand Seiko for 2023. I'm warming up to them, guys. There's still some shortcomings, but I'll tell you right now, this bezel action is butter. It is so smooth. That is clean. Okay. Wrist shot. It's not sized. There's a bunch of tags everywhere, but it totally works on my wrist. It's a larger diver, but it has that Seiko magic where it's very comfortable, very familiar. Would I buy this watch? Quick answer, probably not at $7,300. For one, I'm not a huge fan of that clasp, that MM clasp. I'm worried about scratching the side, guys. So I am gonna set this one right here like this. Little stressed out on some of the polishing on the Grand Seiko. They scratch easy. Okay, I have another Seiko. Not quite a Grand Seiko, but pretty darn close. Check this guy out. Beautiful Hulk green colorway, power reserve indicator, so it's a spring drive. Still has that crazy clasp. Not a huge fan of that. This one's titanium, and it is full polished up, beautiful with brushing, polished. Luke says I need the F39. I will grab the Fortis in a minute. I still have the F39 here. I have not done the videos on it. Massive oversized crown, easy to grab, easy to manipulate. This could be a Christmas watch right here, this green one. Spring drives, if you have not wound a spring drive, you need to check one out. Chris, you guys, you know more about these. SNR 045 has a retail price $6,000. Movement is a 5R65. I can get you a case size here in a minute. But winding a spring drive, if you've never done it, the next time you go to a boutique or an authorized dealer where you have the option to take a look at some spring drives, whether it's Grand Seiko or whatever, you can find them in. Ask the attendant there if you can pop the crown out and give it a quick wind, because it has a very unique feel and sound to winding them. Oh, Falling Titan says it is actually nicknamed the Christmas tree. I see it now. Yeah, it does kind of look like pine needles, essentially. So, yeah, this is, this could potentially be a Christmas watch. I didn't give it much power, but somebody asked if I ship to Canada. I ship to Canada all the time. But more importantly, what you should, that crown is stout. There's no wobble in that crown. A lot of times, guys, I'm going to straight up say it, Grand Seikos and high-end Seikos, I've had crown wobble. No crown wobble on this thing. This thing is a beast. Okay, so yes, I do ship to Canada. But more importantly, I don't know why that's relevant. I don't like sell watches. I don't have like a store or anything like that. Yeah, occasionally I do the Sunday Funday thing, and I just did one yesterday, and I shipped two, if not three watches to Canada. And this is a beautiful green ceramic bezel insert. Nice bezel action. Not quite as smooth as the Grand Seiko, but this thing is definitely clean. It's well done. Yeah, the case is thick. It is a thick boy. I can measure the thickness real quick. It is 15.8 mil thick. Let's check it out on wrist. Yeah, shipping to Canada is not bad. I prefer to do expedited shipping. It works out better. This thing, it's titanium. So the thickness and the size of it, I mean, this wears better than even that Grand Seiko. But it is thick. So like going like a shirt cuff or something could be a problem. But it is incredible. It is incredible. When I do the video on it, the full video on it, I'll have to. Let me put my glasses on. I want to take a closer look at this dial just myself here. Oh, wow. So, all right, I got to zoom in because it's the Christmas tree thing that Escapement is talking about is more, it's more apparent when you actually zoom in on it, if I can get the right angle. You can see they V going both directions, so it legit looks like a forest of Christmas trees. That thing is very cool. Yeah, it is way too thick, but because it's titanium, it's slightly mitigated. The thickness is not that bad. All right, let me grab that F39 real quick. Let's see, where is it? I mean, I still have all the Fortis watches, but the F39 is the one that I'm gravitating toward. So, yeah, there's the F39. Oh, okay, Escapement did a video on it. I know you do a bunch of great videos already, so I might have more videos than you, but you do some pretty killer watches, that's for sure. So, yeah, this thing is pretty fun. probably going to pick one of these up at some point. I got to talk to the good folks over at Fortis and see what kind of deal we can arrange. Okay. Now, I have a couple watches here that I'm pretty excited about. I've been wanting to see one of these, let alone two of them, and I finally got my hands on them. These are very hard to get. I got the box set, so it comes with both watches. This isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I think most people are going to agree that these are pretty wild and they're pretty fun. So check this out. The Louis Erard, or Erard? How do I say that? I don't even know how to say it, guys. Help me out here. Erard? I have to learn. I don't know how to say it. But these are titanium. They're very fun. I grew up in the 80s. Louis Erard. Okay. Erard. Okay. Something like that. I'll figure it out. You guys will help me. I'll figure it out. I'll get it right before the regular video. This is like a regulator setup. So you have your hour, minute, and second all separated. And it is bold and it is very cool. It has a very comfortable strap that would be very familiar to Apple Watch users. It has a display case back. This is one of 178. So they didn't make very many. And like I said, this came in an Italian-made wood box, beautiful presentation, and it's a box set. So it comes with both watches. I don't know which one I would pick. I know I definitely can't afford to buy both of them. Yeah, exactly. Mitch, how much? Well, how much indeed, Mitch? A little bit of sticker shock with this one, not going to lie. $8,800. I'm pretty sure that's for the box set. I think it's $8,800 for both of them with the box. I hope it is. There's no way these are $8,800 each. I could be wrong. But yeah, this smile die one is fun. Look how the seconds hand presents around it. Yeah, I knew you guys would be like, okay, yeah, deal breaker. Cool looking watch, fun, wild card, whatever. But yeah, expensive. They are stupid cool though. Yeah, I really like the left one because that center stack hand is just ridiculous the way it works. So, and there's no grip on the crown. There's all kinds of ridiculous with this watch. Look at that hand though. That is too fun. Okay. Don't hate on them too much. They're actually really cool, guys. I'm telling you. Okay, John says, yeah, they're about $4,500 each. Now, this one, I think I would probably gear more towards this one if I were going to actually wear it. I like having the date on there is kind of fun, but more importantly, that smiley face thing on there is just kind of fun. Nathan, thanks for chiming in. All right, let's see what this thing does. Let's move some stuff around. The hour hand is hilarious. It's a circle with a triangle out at the end. The minute hand is just monstrous, and then the seconds hand is like all kinds of squirrely. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see if we can get essentially that smiley face, I think, is going to be like the day. So I think that's going to be like a day change. Look how it look how it frames the smiley face. Yeah, they're funny. This is just this is straight fun. But it's like a flex fun, right? Because if you're paying $4,500 for one of these, yeah, you probably have some expendable cash. Oh, instant snap over, and then it's a red smiley face. Okay, let's go. I want to see what the other smiley faces look like. Okay, so there's one with an open mouth. Ooh, frowny face. Another frowny face. I don't know what that is. So static face, happy face, red happy face. So it just probably just cycles through. That's what you guys look like when you heard the price. Not that any of you guys were probably going to buy these anyway. I know you're more interested in the divers and the more affordable stuff, the fun stuff. Oh, I have one more watch, new watch in right now. Hamilton 38 millimeter bronze. Very cool watch. Teletubby watch. That's funny. I'm half tempted by this thing. I love the leather strap. Pretty cool. Bronze. I think this bronze on the Hamilton patina is a little bit slow. Canadian Watch Monkey says he can't wait to get the big eye in a day or two. Thank you very much. Big box, very big box. I'm curious to see how they handle the larger box on that one, because I think it weighs like 9 pounds. But same as before. I'm hoping it gets there like in a couple of days. You might even get it before Christmas. So. BM says, Rob, have you ever spoke or purchased anything from Watchman in Ann Arbor? I believe he just sells retail out of his house. Not familiar with him. Oh, I know who you're talking about. No, I haven't worked with him at all. So, Hoovy's checking in from the UK. Thanks for joining us. The Hamilton has a ton of character. I agree. The Hamilton is an awesome watch. I could potentially pick that up because Mimo sent that over, and the or no, not Mimo. Saltzman sent over the Hamilton and the Citizen. So I could probably pick that up through Richard over at Saltzman's and maybe send it out on tour or something. It's always fun to tour bronze watches to see if they come back with any sort of patina. Paul says they sell Circula. I'm supposed to work directly with Circula here soon, I hope. Yeah, it does. That leather on this is so good. I love to see the wear on it. That is so appropriate, this leather for this bronze watch. 100%. I'm afraid to like put it on too much because it's wearing that leather, but maybe I say screw it and I just buy it from him. And then I could do it out on tour. I think with the leather on there and a NATO style strap, I definitely could wear the 38 mil. I would rock that. So I don't know, maybe I'll pick this up. Maybe we'll do a tour with it. And some people on videos and maybe even just in group chats have complained that bronze watch, titanium clasp, what the heck? Why would you do that, Hamilton? I'll tell you why they do that. Because they can. Not because it's going to be touching your skin, because this is not going to touch your skin. But the case back is titanium, so why would you do this? I don't know. I like it. I like the mix of materials. I dig it. Does it make sense? No, not really, but I like it. Yeah, Watchman is an AD for a few German brands. I know they deal with, was it Damasco was the main one that I was looking at, so. What's price? I don't know the price on that. I have to look it up. Because there was no tag with that one for some reason. No tag. Maybe you guys could look it up real quick. What is the price on the bronze on the leather for the Hamilton? It's probably not cheap. Tennessee Mike is asking, how do you get in on watch tours? Oh, so that's Tennessee Mike giving me my cue to try to explain to you on how you do a watch tour. Well, the watch tours are done. I don't feel like doing this. I hate explaining this. So in the founders group, which is in my private Discord, which you get in there by making a channel donation, and I'll put you basically email randomrobreviews@gmail.com, and my good friend and admin Tennessee Mike will assist you with getting set up. So you just email that right there. And I'll try to remember to put it down in the description too after this loads, if you're watching it later. But the group is, I decided not to really limit the founders group this year for 2023 coming up. But we're already close to 100, and I used to cap it at 100. So, but anyway, we'll grow it a little bit more, but not too carried away, I hope. But with it, once you're in that group, I launch watch tours. So, for example, this watch will be launched on tour probably in January. Right now we have a Borealis GMT out on tour. We have, what was the other watch I just launched? I forget. John says they're $632 on Amazon, so I'll probably get a decent deal on it. But like the MMI, when I get the production one, will go on tour. Both these watches will go on tour. None of the other ones will go on tour. This Folio went on tour and already came back to me. Oh, the William Wood. Thanks, YZ80. The William Wood's out on tour. This Canopy watch will end up on tour. I legit probably have like 30 watches ready to go on tour. And basically, a bunch of people say, yes, I'm interested in seeing that watch. We do a drawing. We select 10 people. And then the watch goes for like a few days, 3 to 5 days or whatever, to each person. And then they ship it to the next person until the tour is done. And then the watch gets sent back to me, gets put into the Random Rob library. And maybe later on down the road, I'll figure out a way that people can check out those watches on an individual basis. But those watch tours for like those watches, once you're in the founders group, then you have access to those tours. It doesn't cost you anything other than the shipping cost going to the next person. But when I talk about a tour like on a watch like this, it might be a paid tour or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of deal I can get for it. Maybe I just buy it and I tour it and get it back and put it into the library. Not a bad idea. I could probably do that. I'm also going to work on doing some more giveaways on the main channel. So like, you don't even have to join the Discord. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's a private group and it's not fair to the main channel. It's not about being fair, guys. That's just a smaller group of consolidated people that want to go to that level in the hobby. You don't have to do that. It just means you're not going to have access to those things, the tours and all that stuff, right? Not a big deal. You're still going to have access to my regular content, to me on the live streams. We can talk. Oh yeah, Tennessee Mike also in the founders group. There's other things. You get early access to Sunday Fun Day sales, which means you'll snipe all the best deals and all that good stuff. And there's a Flipper's Paradise on there where you can buy and sell your own watches. Not a whole lot of stuff I've been selling on there lately, though, if I'm completely honest. I don't know if people are burned out or tapped out, or it's just before Christmas. Maybe they're like, hey, I need to buy my kid a new bike for Christmas or something. I can't afford to buy used watches right now. But, okay, let's not talk about the Discord anymore. I rambled on enough about it. Blah, blah, blah. Next, main channel. I have... What am I at for subscribers? Let me look. If it'll load. Of course it won't load. So I think I'm at like 71,000 something. Oh, there it is. I'm at 72,000 subscribers, just over 72. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway at 75,000. And then I'm going to do a giveaway at 80,000, 85,000, 90, 95, and a big one at 100. If I can get the channel there. I'm focused on the 75,000. We're 3,000 subscribers away from it. If you're watching this, you're probably already subscribed. And maybe I'll do a separate video of my intentions, but I don't want to like grow the channel artificially. I want to do it organically. So I'm fine with the nice slow growth. It gives me time to adjust to what is going on. So at 75,000, I'm going to do a $750 gift card, or basically you'll have a $750 credit at Mimo's Jewelry. Okay. Additionally, I'll probably kick in some cash. So I'll just PayPal you some extra money. So I haven't decided yet, but it's probably going to be about $500. So At 75,000, I'm probably going to do $750 credit at Mimos, and I'll probably PayPal you $500 cash as soon as we get the winter settled. So that's essentially what I'm going to do at 75,000. At 80,000, I'm just going to keep upping the ante every 5,000. It's going to just keep growing. Every time I hit that 5,000 mark, it's going to keep growing for the giveaway. At 100,000, I want to do something big. I want to do something really big, right? I'm not sure what to do yet. I don't know if I should do a watch or I don't know what I'm allowed to do. Like I have to look at what I'm even allowed to do. I'm thinking, maybe I give somebody a very expensive watch potentially. Maybe an Omega or I could work. I have great contacts. I have. Yeah, right. I'm not giving away my Orange Monster. That's not going to happen. I'll give away a lot of other watches before I'd ever give away that. But I have great contacts at Saltzman's, right? Exquisite. That's where I get these Grand Seikos and these crazy Louis watches. That's Exquisite, right? So, and they carry a lot of different watches. So, yeah, maybe at 100,000, maybe I give away a Grand Seiko, or maybe I give away an Omega, or maybe we can do a poll. Maybe we can figure it out. Maybe we can do a credit there if you want to just have a credit there or something. I gotta listen to people, what they want, what my options are, and all that good stuff. But it'll be something big at 100,000. Guys, 100,000 for my channel at the slow organic growth that I have right now is probably going to be 2+ years. Nathan, actually, this is ridiculous. I know you put a laughing emoji with that. Hand delivered by Rob to your house. Nathan, I'm actually not opposed to that. That actually could be a potential option. If you're a winner and you're in the United States, maybe I will actually hand deliver and I'll take you out to dinner or something or drinks, and I'll give you, a nice watch, a really nice watch. So that's a potential option at 100,000. I actually really like that idea. As weird as that sounds, I think that would actually be fun. I like to travel. People like to win things. Maybe we can meet up and hang out. I'm all about it. Hand delivered to the UK. I don't have a passport. I need to work on getting one. It's not out of the realm of reality, but I would rather just keep it in the United States for that. I'm not saying that you have to be in the United States to win those things, because I'll ship pretty much wherever anybody will take it. But it just means that, if somebody wanted outside of the United States, I wouldn't hand deliver it or something like that. Dane says, hand deliver the orange Super Ocean to me in Florida, and I'll take you for a nice seafood dinner. I could, yeah, if I come down, I could hand deliver this to you for you to borrow. I'm not going to give it to you. These are probably going to start being difficult to buy. I don't know. What are they even trending at right now? Nathan says, join us in Australia. I would love to come visit Australia. And if I ever do, I need to have like a couple of months off, because I want to visit Australia and New Zealand. So that would be a pretty epic trip. I don't think I can do Australia in like a week or something. I'm going to need way more time, because you got to remember, I'm a huge car guy too. And I've grew up watching, I used to have to buy the VHSs and then into DVDs. But in Australia and New Zealand, they are mad crazy with cars and rotaries. They're big into rotaries, the Wankel engines, and I'm a huge fan of that system. So I would definitely get down there and check that stuff out. Can find those chronos for 24. All right, back to the comments here. The Super Oceans are getting rarer. Breitling no longer sell on their website. That's true. Let's see. Can anyone here let me know if Uncle Seiko Jubilee bracelet will work with the SNK 87 before I order them both and waste my money? Mad Lit, email Larry. I don't know if he'll answer you right away, but email Larry over at Uncle Seiko and ask him. He might have that answer for you. Floridian says his daughter's headed to med school in Australia. That's awesome. Kevin says oh, listen, literally once a week, I will go and find a good four rotor YouTube video and just listen to them. I also follow like Rob Dom, who is actually from Michigan. He's out in California now, but he built that four rotor. Yeah, I don't want to get onto cars. We're going to get way off track, but yeah, I could talk cars. We can definitely talk cars, but let's talk watches. No, I don't have anything special in the garage. I have no like special cars. I literally drive a Toyota Venza, an old, not even a new Toyota Venza. I drive a 2010 Toyota Venza. So with like 140 some thousand miles on it, which it legit just sits in the garage. It gets driven like once a month. Mr. Tube says, "Have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and good night. Thanks for chiming in. I'll talk to you probably on another video or Discord or something like that." It's a war wagon. Yeah, Chris, you've seen it. So Chris says Rob's a smart man, bought a Toyota. I actually have 3 Toyotas. I have 2 RAV4s and a Venza. And I was looking at, I'm not buying another car, but I was looking at some other Toyotas. I didn't even realize the new Toyota Supra, you can get it in a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. I don't know why I was only thinking that it only came in the inline 6. So, but recently I've been obsessing about, I know I might catch hell on this one, especially from Dane. I've been looking at the Ford Mustang, what was it called? The S 197. So like what was the years? 2005 to 2008 or not 2009, I think was the generations or the era I like. So 4.6 V8. I know a lot of people dog on them and stuff like that, but S197 was 05 to 09. Thank you, Dane. You're a Mustang guru. So I would try to get an 08 because I think there was some issues with the 4.6 from the earlier ones. Yeah, the 3-valve. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll happen. I have only owned one. I've owned like 150 cars, and I've only owned one Mustang. I'd like to own another one. Let's see. Mad says, Rob, I'm the same. I'm a car enthusiast and motorcycle guy, and I have nothing cool at the moment. Just some okay watches. I also have a 2010 Camry with 180,000. Yeah, you can have a toy or whatever like that, but then you need a Toyota for your regular driver. Chris says he had an 07 GT that was cammed. It was a fun car, got me in trouble. Oh, Dave, listen, Dave, if I were going to buy an 03 or 04, as cool as the Cobra is, I don't know why, I'm more drawn to the Mach 1. And I know it's not supercharged or anything, but it still has the 4 cam. And it just, I don't know, I like the Mach 1 of that generation. Hey, Hector from Winding Crown is here. Bought a 4Runner. Man, how do we get on the cars? Should I just start a car channel? Maybe I should just change Random Rob to a car channel. You guys, you really don't actually know this, but I have access to an insane amount of very cool cars, and I just don't exploit it. I would probably build a way bigger channel than what I did with watches, just to the access of insane cars that I have. But yeah, I just don't. I could do another spin-off one. Maybe like if and when I ever retire from my day job, I could probably start another spin-off channel just covering cars and trucks and crazy stuff like that. But I don't have time for it right now. I could actually do probably a live chat and show some pretty wild stuff. So because I work on them too. Yeah. See, I also don't want to be like Jory did that too, and I don't like. That's like other people's gig. It's not my gig. Like I have a good day job. Yes. Tennessee Mike brings up a good point, which is part of the reason why I stopped playing with cars. They take up a lot of room. Mostly just that. The money, like you spend just as much money in watches as you do cars if you're going to go full in with watches. But the garage for these guys, way smaller, way smaller. You can fit a lot more of these in a watch garage than you can the cars in your garage. So let's see. Nate Dogg has an 88 Cutlass. That's pretty awesome. Second owner. I love those cars too. Like they're just so clean. What size is the Citizen? This Citizen here is on the it's the NY series essentially with the case layout, but it is a larger one and it's 44 millimeter. It doesn't wear like 44 and it has a lug to lug of 49.8 essentially. I have the regular stainless case with the red bezel one, but this one's a full lume dial. It legit doesn't wear like a 44. It wears more like a 42 by 50 essentially is what it wears like. I would really buy one of these. I just don't really care for black cased watches coated. So if Citizen comes out with, and I heard a rumor from a Citizen sales rep that was probably more than a rumor, it was probably actually factual, that they're going to do a full lume dial like this on a stainless steel case, non-coated. So probably going to happen sometime in 2023. There's some other colorways. They're expanding this line essentially because it's doing well, and I really like this size. Guys, I do everything in life like I do these watches too. I might have a lot of watches, but they're mostly affordable watches, or I scored good deals on them. And I do the same thing on everything in life. So, like, I will try to find the more affordable alternative to even like cars or home improvements, all that stuff. Like, I'll do it myself, all that stuff. So, there's nothing wrong with, you know, you, not everybody can afford to buy like crazy expensive stuff. So even if you can afford to buy that expensive stuff, should you? Or maybe you should invest that money or go on a trip or something like that. That stuff makes more sense to me. Let's see. I'll do black sometimes if it's DLC, not PVD. That's another good point. The PVD is cool if you're okay with it having like a worn look, which sometimes does look good. But otherwise, yeah, if you do black case watches, DLC is going to be a better coating process. It's going to be way more durable. Diminishing returns, Tennessee Mike says, yeah, that's you got to for most your purchases in life, you have to consider diminishing returns. Occasionally, you throw caution to the wind and you're just like, I don't care. I really like it. Just gonna go for it, sort of thing, and hope it works out. So it doesn't matter in a lot of cases. Like if you buy a watch, we're talking watches here, right? So if you buy a watch, I'm trying to think if I have one that doesn't really make sense to buy because it 100% is going to depreciate. But if it's kind of like the Nut and Fancy used to call it the second kind of cool. So like once you've established it's the second kind of cool, meaning that like you like it regardless of what anybody thinks about it or what the market thinks about it or what the value is going to drop on it, then none of that concerns you because you just really like that watch. That's called the second kind of cool, coined by Nut and Fancy, the YouTube channel. And once that's established, then that none of that matters. It just doesn't matter. So you just buy it because you actually like it. And that's a good space to be in. You know what I mean? So that's a good philosophy to have occasionally, whether it's in the watch community or anything in life. Obviously you want value, but sometimes you just see it and you're like, gotta have it. It's too cool. I want it. I don't care what anybody thinks. Let's see. What's the shipping charges from some... Cool, thanks. I think there were some conversations back and forth, trying to read some of them. Nothing beats life experiences. Watches just help mark or contribute to those memories. For sure, Nathan. These are just a massive distraction. And I've said it many times before because I've ran into people, they get burned out. I've had people, even in my private Discord, I've watched them burn out. I've even tried to intervene and be like, hey, just a little friendly advice. You might want to put the brakes on a little bit. I think you're buying at a frenzy that is just unsustainable. Because when you watch my channel or you even the live streams or like my regular content, this is a fantasy world, guys. This isn't reality for like most people on this planet. So where you can just have access to watches at this scale. Um, yeah, don't try to emulate this. This is me just sharing with the world in one watch a day to try to help see if it's a watch that you might be interested in. That's all it is. It doesn't mean you need to go buy 50 of these watches. Oftentimes people get sucked into that influencer concept, and it's dangerous. I'm technically, I guess, an influencer. That's not really my intention. It's more of I'm just trying to show watches so you guys can help make a more informed decision. See, John says, is that a watch box to the left of the screen, my left? Yes, that is. So that's my main watch box that I keep like my most worn pieces in. So you got like the orange monster, orange Seamaster, the white or Seamaster. I don't have a Seamaster. Super Ocean, white Super Ocean, the Oliki or the Olik and Waz. This is a new watch. I can bring that out in a second. Air King, of course, Jeannot, and then my three Zodiacs. So, Chris, yeah. So I did that room tour in State of the Collection, but I realized that that State of the Collection was pretty bad. It was pretty poorly presented. So, Chris, yeah, I will do a State of the Collection. Tomorrow's my first day off for the 2 weeks. So I will try to record that State of the Collection maybe tomorrow afternoon. I got a lot going on tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll try to do a full State of the Collection. Now I am missing a few watches because I sent them off to Dane, Celine Driver. So I'll just have to put those in the side notes, but I have most watches here. Like I said, I have a couple out on tour, and then I sent a bunch over to Dane. So I'm missing probably like 8 watches or something. But I still think we could do a 2022 State of the Collection. It's going to be long. It's going to be a long video because there's probably like 100 watches, but it's whatever. I'll do it. So I picked this one up. This was one that I've been eyeballing for months. They finally came back in stock, and yeah, kind of like a rotary phone. Um, and I had to get one. I had to try it. They came back in stock. I picked one up. They shipped from Sweden. This is actually from Sweden, so really cool, fun watch, great design, very comfortable. I think well built, $600 range, something like that. Let's see. Rob Glow says, "Would you consider reviewing my watch idea?" I don't know what that means exactly. Scott, also probably not a bad idea. I could do a Random Rob live stream. It would be difficult for me to do a live stream State of the Collection and answer questions, but I could do it. So my next live stream, it will be on, would I review a new watch company? I do reviews of new watch companies on a regular basis. You email me, and then we have a chat and we figure things out. So I'm digging this watch. I'm really digging this watch. Now I paid full price for it. The company had reached out to me a while ago, but we lost touch of each other, and I still wanted to see it, so I just bought it. See, I recently bought another box for watches that aren't in my collection, yet here they still are. Yeah, those. So that's where I'm running into an issue right now. Is I have more watches than I have garage space, so I need to work on. I'm gonna buy another one of those 30 watch garages that stand up. I call them garages, watch box. So I think that's going to work best for me because then I can have two of those standing up, and that'll display them nicely. Because oh, what kind of movement? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Ben. I'm glad you asked because that was another reason why I wanted this watch. It actually has the Ronda R150 in it, a very unique movement. I have another watch that has the Ronda R150 in it. It's that oh shoot, I forget what it's called. Yeah, this thing is fun. It is fun. Let me go grab that other one real quick because it's gonna drive me nuts. So I have two watches. I have two watches with the R150. This is the other one, and it is the Richard Harvey, I think. Yeah, Richard Harvey, and it also has an R150 in it. And how freaking so this one falls under the category for me of that second kind of cool that I was talking about, where I don't really care what anybody thinks. I don't care what the diminishing return is. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care that the crown is difficult to manipulate with this fixed bridge over here, crown protector. I absolutely just love the colorway. I love the design. I love the brand. I love the story behind the brand. And I like the R150 because you just don't see it very often. And I dig it that it's in there. So pretty cool watch. I'm digging this one. This is one that I I like this one to the point where I'm afraid to tour it because I don't want anything to happen to it. So I'll probably hand select the tour for this one. So that might happen. If you see a watch if you're in the Discord group and you're watching this or listening to this, if you see me hand select the tour for the watch, that means I really like that watch and I really want that watch back. So that's just me having the fear of potentially not getting the watch back. Let's see. Rob, I'm kicking myself for missing a silent service just around $1,000 recently. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're phenomenal watches. $1,000 is a decent price point. I think it's a great watch. Hard to beat, man. Excellent bezel action. Amazing construction. Great watch. I think we just crashed the Richard Harvey. So he only has two colorways. He has this one, which is the Patriot, and then he has like a full stealthed out, like black and gray one. Also really cool. I think a lot of people might like that one as well. But this is a very cool, fun watch. And for the most part, relatively affordable. I think it's not bad. I mean, you got to remember, it's got a Swiss movement, Ronda R150. So. Scott, I wouldn't know what to do with a Richard meal, which it's funny you bring that up because they are difficult to get, but I know somebody that knows somebody. And so I probably could get one or at least see one. Tennessee Mike, I like where your head is at. Probably why I like the Louis so much because I like the Richard. Interesting. I think but the thing is with Chris says he has a few over at the Luxury Bazaar. Yeah, they are pretty amazing watches, the Richard Neils. I love the case on this, and it's titanium too. I'm a huge fan of titanium. This is such a interesting, well done case. You're not going to see it done anywhere else. I think I just really dig it. I will say this real quick though. I don't know why they did the and I'll talk about this in the full video. Quick release spring bars here. I think no. I think don't do that because see, look at they interfere with the case. If they would have removed those and put a regular spring bar in there, this would have folded over even more. So I think if I were to ever buy one of these, I would put a regular spring bar in there. I would ditch those right away. Just a little thing I just noticed just now. They're cousins. 2-minute warning. Thank you very much. We have a few. Let's see. I think we should. Okay, I'm reading some older comments. If it speaks to you, that's it. That's 100% correct. Love the Louis Erard. Come close to buying one this weekend from Exquisite. I know you're not going to get any discounts on them because they sell out. Every single time they make them, they sell out. And this one, the only reason I was able to see this one is because it's the pair of them. So it's like a package deal and it's $8,800. But maybe you can find a buddy and you can be like, hey, I want that one. You want that one? Let's buy the kit together. And you each get your own for the $4,400, and then you can fight over the box. I don't know. The box is really cool too. Italian made wood. It's very cool. All right. We're 60 minutes. Tim said he's got to go wrap gifts. I'll be doing that this week too. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I will be doing a live stream the day after Christmas, that Monday. I will be doing a live stream. Also, I might even do a live stream on Christmas Day, maybe. Remember I told you if you stuck around the whole time, the beginning of the video, this watch right here is turquoise, okay? It's a full lume dial. You're looking at glow right now. But with the lights on, this thing is turquoise. A turquoise dial, full lume. I don't get it. First time I had noticed that. It blew me away. Very cool. Great lume to watches here. No lume on the Louis. That's a bummer. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.